Here we are. Good morning. Today, the 27th of, what is it?
February.
27th of February. Already the end of February almost.
We have one day left.
One day left in February. This is WGTV Today. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good morning and thank you for joining us on WGTV Today.
Good morning. It is Wednesday already, middle of the week, and we thank you very much for being with us. That's exactly right. We have a great show today.
We do. We have a great lineup. Today we will have Animals of Wonderland interview, which is an event that Dr. Chip Zwirling has put together, and there's many details that you'll hear soon in our interview with Miss Debbie Grady. And also, she brought along a friend you'll see firsthand in just a little bit. Then you did an interview recently with John Chance from Wayne Opportunity Center,
John
correct?
came by and we talked for a few minutes and it was great. Good information. And you know, I bet there's a lot of people who don't know anything at all about Wayne Opportunity Center. But wait till you hear what they do, how long they've been around and what they do. I think you'll really be surprised. In fact, you may be able to use the services of Wayne Opportunity Center.
Yes, you may.
Wait
yes,
and
you may.
See. Oh, boy.
Well, Wayne, let's start the day with a few announcements about blood drives coming up. Let's see. So today is Wednesday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
is Thursday.
Yes, it is. And
see, I keep up, you know.
There's a blood drive at Southern Bank and Trust in Mount Olive on Brazil Avenue at 1:30 tomorrow, from 1:30 until 6 if you're in the Mount Olive area. On March the 2nd, there'll be one at Micro United Methodist Church. That's on Fayetteville Street in Micro, North Carolina.
I believe that's in Micro.
Yes, it is. That is starting at 10 o'clock in the morning and will last until 2:30 p.m. So that's two coming up soon, tomorrow and then March 2nd. Give the gift of life.
Yes.
Let's see what else is happening.
Well, the Junior Livestock Show and Sale, April 3rd and 4th. And these young folks are already attending some of the workshops that are going on right now in preparation for the Junior Livestock Show and Sale. And this is many, well, in fact, years they go through this. They can start as early as the age of 5, and by the time they're 18 years of age, then they age out, if you will, for lack of a better term. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, and it's very educational for young folks here in Wayne County. And these folks go on to become big-time farmers. Some leave the farming industry, but their heart's always there, and they get into other lines of work. But they will always remember their experiences in the Junior Livestock Show and Sale. And this is coming up. This is the 65th.
I know, that's amazing. When you said that the other day, I could not believe they've been working on that for 65 years.
They have, and some of them don't look 18 years old, and here they are 65 already. Well, maybe that's not the way it works, but you get the idea anyway. That's coming up on April 3rd and 4th, just very soon.
Well, we want to ask you, would you like to help out the Goldsboro Mayor's Youth Council? Well, they could certainly use your assistance or your orders for Easter baskets. They are holding their annual Easter basket event. It is a scholarship fundraiser for the Youth Council themselves. Many scholarships will be giving out to these Youth Council members, and all the funds from this Easter basket event will go towards that. Starting this past February 25th, which was Monday, all the way through March 25th, orders will be taken. If you would like to place an order for a classic Easter basket, you can give them a call at 580-4359. That's at City Hall. Actually, if you'd like to just go and pick up a basket, they have some pre-made, Wayne Alley.
Oh, boy!
They have them made up for anywhere from $10 all the way up to $30.
Oh, boy!
They have them right there at City Hall. You can go and look at them, and it's a cash and carry. You pick out the Easter basket you want, give them a little bit of cash, and you can head on your way.
Carry it with you.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
all
right. They say Easter baskets, they do this every year. They've been doing it for a long time. They'll be displayed at City Hall, so you can go and pick out the one you like, or you can customize your own basket for $50 or more.
Wow.
Help out the Mayor's Youth Council.
Yes, that's a wonderful.
It is. All the money goes right back to scholarships, so that's perfect.
Discover Tech, Engineers Make a World of Difference is coming to the Wayne County Public Library. That will be on March 9th. That's a Saturday. Traveling exhibition for libraries is part of the STAR Library Education Network, led by the Space Science Institute's National Center for Interactive Learning. Exhibit partners include the Lunar and Planetary Institute, the National Girls Collaborative Project, the American Library Association. Now, Discover Tech is supported through a grant from the National Science Foundation. This is a great event that's going to be at the Wayne County Public Library. A lot of this is going to be hands-on, challenging in a lab station, Library patrons can build a variety of electrical circuits, a solar power station.
Wow.
And you can explore how a solar panel actually works. There's just so many things to do. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're at all interested in science, or maybe even you just think you might be interested in science, you don't know for sure, just check this out. It's free of charge. March 9th at the Wayne County Public Library. You can go to wcpl.org and get information about that. Okay, wcpl.org.
Wonderful.
All right.
Many of us don't know all the different areas that engineers really take place in. You know, we don't.
Yeah.
We hear the word engineer, and a lot of us just don't know exactly what that means or what all they're capable of.
Except
But the
track
list is-
29, you know, and woo woo.
I'm guessing that's your trained engineer?
Yeah.
Okay. There's
What?
many more things engineers do.
What?
Attend that seminar and you can learn all about it.
That's right.
Well, Wayne, 6 degrees
I
could
got it.
change the world.
I got it. Thank you. I
Yes.
got it.
What have you got?
Engineer, not woo woo, but engineer. Not woo woo. No, engineer. I got it.
Wayne's got it. Moving
I got
on.
it. Moving on.
6 degrees could change the world. So I'm told. It's a discussion on climate change. This will be taking place at Mount Olive College in the Southern Bank Auditorium on Monday, March the 11th at 7 o'clock p.m. If you're interested, you can give them a call at 658-7897. It's a special broadcast event. National Geographic explores the startling theory that Earth's average temperature could rise 6 degrees Celsius by the year 2100. In this amazing and insightful documentary, National Geographic illustrates one poignant degree at a time the consequences of rising temperature on the Earth. Also learn how existing technologies and remedies can help in the battle to dial back the global thermometer. This event is free to the public. For more information, you can contact Justin Rowe at Mount Olive College or email him at jroe@moc.edu. How about that?
How do you spell that?
jroe@moc.edu.
That's what I thought you said.
Yep. 6 degrees could change the world.
Right.
Well, Wayne, is it time to go to Animals of Wonderland?
It is.
I believe we have Debbie Grady and a friend, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss this.
Woof.
Hi, and welcome to the show. I'm Kim Best, your host. Today, I am happy to announce I have with me Dr. Debbie Hall Grady. She's the chairman of the fundraising events for the Heritage Foundation. Hello and welcome.
Hi, Kim. Thank you for having us today.
Of course. You have a little friend sitting beside you. Would you like to introduce your friend?
This is Tommy Dalmatian,
Well, welcome to the show.
and I'll tell you what he's going to do a little later.
Well, Debbie, tell me about this production that is coming up and what it's all about. It's Animals of Wonderland.
Yes, the Heritage Foundation will be producing a show at the Paramount called Animals of Wonderland. And Dr. Charles Swirling, who's chairman of the board of the Heritage Foundation, wrote this play. It's an original. It's a musical. We're going to have lots of dancers. And it will honor the animals. And so all of the characters will be animals.
Oh, how fun.
I have one of my friends today with me,
I
Tommy
see that.
Dalmatian.
Now, is he in the show?
Yes, he's going to do a cha-cha.
Oh, my goodness.
Uh,
A
for-
Dalmatian doing a cha-cha.
It ought to be fun.
Yes, it
And
will be.
in fact, all of our dancers will be animals, and so we're just expecting to have a lot of fun with that. But the reason for the fundraiser is we wanted to help the Wayne County Animal Shelter to build some runs. Currently, we have no outside runs for the animals.
Now, tell me exactly what that is, a run.
Well, it's a fenced-in area that is concreted on the bottom so the animals can go out and play a little bit. And right now, there are no runs, so the animals can only be taken out when a staff member can put the animal on a leash and take them out. And unfortunately, you know, they do not have enough staff to be doing that all day long.
Right.
Over 6,000 animals come through the animal shelter each
My
year.
goodness.
Yeah, and at least 4,000 each year are euthanized. So in addition to funding the runs, we would like to help fund the spaying and neutering program, because if we can cut down on the population, that will be less animals that are euthanized every year. So that's one of the projects that we hope this fundraiser will benefit. And then the second group that we want to help is the Humane Society here in Wayne County.
Right.
They're a very active group, and they have a food project where they provide animal food such as dog and cat food for many of our citizens who are going through a tough economic time right now and don't want to give up their animals, but buying the food is a hardship.
Right.
And so the Humane Society helps also to provide food. So we want to collect food as a donation, but in addition we'll use some of the money to help them during the year. And then another project the Humane Society is involved in is spaying and neutering.
So they do that as well?
They do. They actually give vouchers for people and to help them with the expense, and then they take it to a local veterinarian's office and they're able to get their pet spayed or neutered. So we hope to fund that project too.
Well, it sounds like you all have a lot of good ideas and a lot of good things that you're trying to do here in the community to benefit local animals. Well, tell me, when is this particular production and how can people get tickets?
Well, the production is actually March 30th on a Saturday. In fact, it's the Saturday before Easter. So we thought how perfect Dr. Swirling wanted to tie in Easter with our Animals of Wonderland. So we do have some activities happening on March 30th in the morning.
Okay.
We originally had thought about doing a parade, and we would love to do that, but we felt like with it being the day before Easter, there would be a lot of Easter egg hunts in the area.
Right.
So we decided to begin our morning events at 11. So from 11 to 1, across the street from the Paramount Theater, in the Center Street Jam area.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we're going to have some wonderful events there. We'll have horse-drawn trolley, and we'll offer free rides so the children can have that opportunity to ride around town.
Maybe with an animal?
Maybe. We're going to actually have our animal characters from the play there. In addition, we're going to have an opportunity for parents to take their children's pictures with Easter bunnies. We have some live bunnies who will be there from 11 to 1, and parents may bring their own camera and take their pictures with the bunnies, and they can wear their Easter outfits, or maybe they have an animal costume from Halloween. And so we encourage children to wear that to the morning events, and parents can make photos. In addition, we'll have the animal shelter there, and they will be giving out information about adoption and other kinds of educational information. The Humane Society will be there collecting food donations, so we hope that
people can bring bags of food or cans of food, either one.
Cat or dog food, yes, and so that would be...
You're glad about that?
Yeah, he gets hungry, he's a lot. He's a big boy. So we will be collecting food for the Humane Society. And in addition, we're going to have other vendors there. We'll have food vendors, of course, that will be present. We also hope that we'll have some vendors that actually sell animal-related items.
Right, nice.
And we're working on trying to get the K-9 unit from the police department to come and do a demonstration. And we also hope that we can have some dogs from the base. They have dogs involved in the bomb squad and different areas.
So a whole day of celebrating animals and what they do to help us on a daily basis and give back to them. It sounds like what you all are focusing on.
Yes, and in that morning event from 11 to 1, we're going to also have a big arts and craft booth. And Tiffany Thomas and Beth Bouchard will be running that. And Beth Bouchard's a teacher at Tommy's Road, and she's
well known in the community.
Yes, and accustomed to working with children. So we think the arts and craft booth will be a wonderful event, and that's free also. And so we're just looking forward to a lot of great events in the morning from 11 to 1. And then at 2, we have our first show. We're running 2 shows at the Paramount. 2 p.m. and 7 p.m.
Now, what can we expect with this show? Give us just a hint of what we can expect to see on stage, other than, of course, your friend right here.
Yes, of course. He'll be here. In fact, I think I'm going to be a doggy, too, and dance with him maybe in the show. But we have Elvis and a hound dog in our show, so that's going to be a lot of fun. In fact, somebody told me that you were going to be in the show and play the Queen.
Well, that's what I've heard, that I think Wayne Alley and I both are going to be there. I think I'm going to be the Queen of Hearts. I'm not sure what Wayne's going to be. Maybe the Joker. Not sure. Have to come and see for yourself.
I think that might be what he is. We'll see. And then, of course, Jeff Haltz, a local attorney, is going to be in the show.
So it's all local people?
It is. Everyone in the show are local people. We have children and adults in the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. The show's a musical, so there will be dancing, there will be live singing. In fact, your daughter, Haley, Bess, Miss North Carolina, will be in the show. She'll be singing. We have Encore, which is an entertainment group here, very well known in the community. They'll be singing in the show, so it'll be dancing, singing, acting. And Dr. Swirling wrote the play, and it's actually
amazing.
Yeah, it's an original play. However, it is based loosely on some Alice in Wonderland events.
What I've seen, pretty loosely.
Right, pretty
very
loosely.
Interesting, yes.
Yes, the play's very local, and so we're excited about producing an original play. And it's going to be to honor the animals, so there will be lots and lots of animals. We're going to have everything from snakes to bunnies, dogs, monkeys, cats, birds, all kinds of birds.
My goodness.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I think the children will really enjoy it.
I'm sure. Well, now, at the recent gala that the Paramount had celebrating their 5th year being rebuilt, we saw a little tiny bit, and we were all surprised, and it was great. It was Thriller.
Yes.
Now, will we see that in the show as well?
You will see Thriller in the show. However, at the Paramount Gala, Thriller, our characters were werewolves.
Yes.
But in our show, Animals of Wonderland, since
we're changing it up.
We're changing it a little bit, yes. So you will see the Thriller number, but our characters will be animals, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
That is great. Well, they did a good job. If that is any indication of what this show is going to be like, you don't want to miss it. I'm telling you, it was so great. They had rehearsed for weeks to get that right, and they did a great job.
Yes. In fact, our dancers and singers are already in rehearsal, and our actors begin rehearsing very soon. So we're very excited about that. And there are many ways that the community can become involved in this project, and we invite others that are interested in animals to please give me a call. My telephone number is 919-222-8320, and my email is debbiegrady@att.net. We do have a website. It's ballroom.org, so it's very easy to find information there. Our tickets are on sale through the Paramount Theater for the 2 o'clock and the 7 o'clock show.
So 2 shows in one day. Get your tickets ahead of time at the Paramount Theater.
Yes, you can order those online or in person at the box office.
Do you know what the prices of those are?
Yes, the tickets for children are $15 and adults are $25. And I would like to mention that the Heritage Foundation, as well as the Animal Shelter and the Humane Society, are 501c3 corporations.
Perfect.
Therefore,
it's tax deductible.
It's tax deductible. So if you donate to the cause, it is tax deductible, and we can provide receipts for that.
Wonderful. This is for a great cause. It's going to be a day of fun. Put it on your calendar now. One more time, the date.
The date is March 30th at the Paramount. We have our morning events from 11 to 1 in the Center Street Jam area. And then our shows will be at 2 and 7. And I know Tommy will be there to greet everyone. And if the children would like to have photos made with the characters, we will be available from 11 to 1. And we'll also be available at the show and at intermission and after the show. So they can have their picture made with a character. We highly recommend that children wear their Easter outfits. That gives them another opportunity to dress up.
That's right.
Or an animal outfit if they'd like. And and we will have an intermission, so they'll have an opportunity to interact with all the characters of the show.
Well, you know, what a perfect time for families to come out, do something special with your young ones, your family members, your loved ones. This is a way you can spend Easter with them and celebrate the animals right here in our community. It's all for a good cause. We appreciate your sharing all this information with us. Put it on your calendar. Don't forget, come and celebrate Animals of Wonderland at the Paramount Theater March 30th. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Glad to have you.
And we're back on WGTV today. Thank you for being with us on this Wednesday, the 27th of the month of February. Looking over today's almanac here very quickly. First,
yes,
a trivia question.
Of course.
A trivia question.
Our day would not be complete without a trivia question.
What kind of bird
yes,
on the ground runs faster than a horse?
What kind of bird on the ground?
When he's on the ground.
Well, he don't run in the air, so I'm assuming he's on the ground.
Well, that makes sense too, yeah.
Running.
When a bird, this particular bird on the ground, when he's on the ground, he can run faster than a horse. And horses are pretty fast.
Yes, they are.
Hi-yo,
Let's see.
Silver.
I just can't imagine what kind of bird it would be that can run that fast.
Oh. Well, you know, Roadrunner's a
Let's
good
see.
answer, but that's not it.
Well,
That's not what we're looking for.
we'll have to think about that
Think
one just
about,
a bit.
ponder that
We'll
one.
ponder that for a few
Ponder that
minutes.
one.
That's right.
It was on this very day, the year was 1879, when the artificial sweetener saccharin,
Oh, yes.
1879, you know it's been around that long? Saccharin was discovered at Johns Hopkins University.
Is that where it was discovered?
In Baltimore. It was discovered there. It was on the 4th shelf of the bandage cabinet there at Johns
course it
Hopkins.
was.
Oh, look, there's saccharin. It was named for Hermione Saccharin. I just made that up. It was not. That's not true at all. It was called saccharin, artificial sweetener, 1879, and the year was 1891 when a fellow by the name of Robert Dyron IV was hired by the U.S. Department of Agriculture as a special agent pluviculturist.
Okay. Come on, Wayne, tell us something.
Pluviculturist is a rainmaker. He was
Oh.
hired by the U.S. Department of Agriculture to make rain. He used noise, loud ammunition. Reportedly, he made it rain once in Texas, but apparently that's the only time it ever worked for him. You know,
Training didn't go so well.
Exactly. It only was one time. And, of course, there was the movie starring, what's his name?
Dustin Hoffman.
Burt Lancaster.
Oh. I thought about Rain Man.
Oh, no, that's Rain Man. I'm talking about Rainmaker. You know, Burt Lancaster is a Rainmaker. But anyway, it was a good movie. 1955, Billboard magazine reporting for the first time 45 RPM records were outselling 78 RPM records.
I don't know the 78s. Oh, sorry.
No, that's...
I don't know the 78. He gave
Really?
me this, like, really?
Sorry, yeah. Okay, anyway, that happened, the first time it happened in 1955. Mickey Mantle was the year 1963 when the slugger agreed to play one more year for the Yankees for an astounding and amazing $100,000.
Oh.
Wow. Making him the highest paid baseball player in history up to that point. In 1949, Mickey Mantle played for $1,100 a year. And then in 63, he played for $100,000. And you know what they're making now?
What are they making?
Man, $100 million. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's big
outrageous.
bucks.
Sport, yeah, it's big bucks is right. The city of Pisa, 1964, you know where that is. That's in Italy, of course. That's where they have that leaning tower.
Yes.
The city of Pisa asked the Italian government to straighten out the 184-foot leaning tower.
Really?
Yeah, but do you know what that would do? That would ruin it. It's the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Everyone knows about that.
It would just be another place if
would
it
just
was
be
straight.
exactly.
Nothing special.
Boring. So anyway, they didn't.
Thank goodness.
They did put some concrete support on there because it was continuing to lean.
Right.
And it would have eventually fallen. They
Did
did.
the falling Pisa.
Yeah, that's right. It would have been the Falling Tower of Pisa instead of Leaning Tower. But anyway, it's in better shape now.
Fantastic. We're so
Yes.
glad.
Yes.
Birthdays today?
Birthdays today include Joanne Woodward, the lovely lady, 83, the
Wife of? Yes.
yeah,
Ryan? No.
Salad Man.
Paul Newman.
Thank you very much. 83 she is. A birthday today for Howard Hessman, one of my favorites. WKRP in Cincinnati. Dr. Johnny Fever. And you can't say, well, I won't say what you can't say, but you can say it on the air.
Okay.
Don't say booger. Anyway, you couldn't say that on the air. And let's see, also a birthday. He is Howard Hessman, 73 today. Can you believe that? Dr. Johnny Fever is. Birthday today for many people's favorite entertainers, and I like this kid too, Josh Groban.
Oh, goodness, yes.
Yeah, he's 32 today. Can you believe that? A birthday today also for Tia Leone. We had that one already, didn't we? Yes. All right. But anyway, Josh Groban having a birthday, 32 today.
Happy birthday.
Happy.
Happy birthday.
All right. What else is going on?
Well, there's a kite day, an official kite day.
Really?
March the 23rd.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Oh, boy.
It is an event that's going to be free for ages 4 and up. If you are interested in coming out and learning how to fly a kite, it's going to be taking place at H.V. Brown Park here in Goldsboro. You can call Goldsboro Parks and Recreation and they'll tell you more about it. How about that?
I love flying kites.
Yes, we used to do it at the beach a lot.
Yeah, I'm always being told, go fly a kite. I hear it a lot. And it is a
you?
lot of fun. Oh, yeah, I love flying kites. Yes.
What else is happening, Wayne?
Well, we continue to enjoy the Wayne County Reads events going on throughout the Wayne County community. This year's book to read is Bless Me Ultima by Rudolfo Anaya, I believe it is.
And I heard there's a movie coming out.
Yes, there is.
Based on this book.
Based on the book.
I heard that, a couple days ago.
There is a book coming out.
No, not a book, a movie.
I mean a movie. I mean a movie, yeah. It will not be starring Paul Newman.
No.
But the next event regarding the Wayne County Reads will be coming up tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. at Wheel Auditorium at the Wayne County Public Library. It is a terrarium building workshop. Now, how this I'll have to read the book or watch the movie to see how this plays into the life of Rudolfo Anaya. But it's a terrarium building workshop. You bring the container and they'll supply all the rest. All right? You bring your terrarium container, which as you know is a glass like fish bowl or something like that.
Right.
Okay? Okay, that's tomorrow night, 7 o'clock.
All right. Well, I believe it might be time to go to our next interview. So let's hear what John Chance has to say about Wayne Opportunity Center.
Our guest today is my buddy John Chance. John is with Wayne Opportunity Center. John, it's always good to see you.
Good to see you, Wayne. Glad to be here.
Appreciate you coming in and talking with us today.
First time I've been on TV with you. I did the radio for years, but glad to be here.
Well, I'm glad you're here, and that's right. It's our first time together here on TV. So tell us, first of all, what is Wayne Opportunity Center?
Wayne Opportunity Center is a organization that was started 48 years ago to serve people with disabilities. We have just changed our focus a little bit. We're no longer doing vocational evaluation, work adjustment, and job placement anymore. We're doing mainly day programming and CAP services for people with developmental disabilities, which is really where we started. That's really where Wayne Opportunity Center started 48 years ago. There were a group of people in the community that had children with developmental disabilities that were growing up, and they wanted a place that they could go to for the day and work and feel productive, and so that's what they started. This Wayne Opportunity Center started in the basement of St. Stephen's Episcopal Church.
Is that right?
And today we're over on George Street at 619 South George. And we're serving about 96 clients right now, and so of course, a lot busier and all, but our focus is getting back to where it was in the very beginning.
All right, so as I understand it, John, you actually take people and put them to work.
Well, we aren't doing that anymore. We're not doing the vocational rehabilitation program
you said you changed
anymore.
All that. Okay.
We have changed that, but we are still doing the adult developmental vocational program. These are people with severe disabilities that probably are not going out into the competitive world of work, but they can come in and work at the workshop, do some contract work that we do for different industries in town, and still earn a paycheck and feel productive.
So what are they doing? Give me an idea of what an employee may do.
Well, we do furniture refinishing. That's the oldest thing that we've done at Wayne Opportunity Center, almost from the very beginning. We acid etch gaskets for SPX here in town. We do some. We build crates for SPX, which used to be Waukesha.
Right.
The other SPX used to be APV Baker. We do some packaging for PCA, which is Packaging Corporation of America, Park Designs, XL Lindy, Acme. We also build pallets for AP Exhaust, and we do some other pallets for some other businesses in town. And so that's generally it. We also have a large recycling program where we handle most of the county's recycling. And we also work with some other providers, waste industry, and of course we have some businesses that we pull their recyclables for them. And so that in a nutshell is what we do. It's a pretty busy place down there.
Yeah, it sounds like you really have a lot going on. So in a nutshell, in my to keep it simple in my mind, being simple-minded, you do a lot of subcontract work.
We do. For different
area
industries.
businesses.
That's right. That's right. We even do some outside of Wayne County. Cooper, Crouse, and Hine over in LaGrange has been very good to us. Baker Thermal over in Clayton has also been good to us, and so but we do a lot for mainly folks in Wayne County, and that helps our local industries as well. That's part of our mission statement too, is to support local industries, and so we try to do that.
Yeah. So I can see where you have you offer services to these to industry in the area,
right?
And without that, their expenses would be a lot higher,
right?
They would have to insert or install machinery,
right,
and hire more people,
right,
which would be a good thing. But they can actually subcontract with you, and you provide the service. You have the equipment, you have the personnel, and it benefits Wayne County.
That's right, and the thing that we've always told the industry is that we'll take the jobs that you don't want, the little mundane jobs of packaging, the sorting, the stuff like that, that you don't want to do. We would love to have. Now the flip side of that, and the bad part of it, with the economy the way it's been, businesses are not as prone to subcontract with us or anybody else really. They're trying to keep as much in-house for their workers so they don't have to have layoffs. But anything that industry has that is a mundane task that they don't necessarily want to do, and they don't want to tie up their staff doing it, give us a try. We would love to do it.
That indeed you would. Now, so what are you prepared to do, and how large a job could you undertake?
Well, we do a lot of different things. We're building the Krispy Kreme chains, like you see in the oven system at Krispy Kreme. We're doing that for Baker Thermal. We're also building Apache chains.
Wait a minute. You're doing this for Krispy Kreme?
No, doing it for Baker
Thermal. I know, but they end up at Krispy Kreme.
They end up at Krispy Kreme.
Oh, baby.
Some of the chains that we do end up at bakeries like Franklin Bakery here in town. And that type of work. The gaskets that we do for AP exhaust, they're used in a lot of different, or not AP exhaust, but it was APV, now it's SPX.
Right.
They end up in a lot of different uses, from heat and air conditioning exchangers to pasteurization processes and all. And all that is done here. Of course, recycling, we do glass, plastic.
Yeah. And we'll get into that in just a minute. But suffice it to say, you can pretty much take anything, pretty much undertake.
We'll give it a try, that's for sure. We will give it a try, that's right.
All right, and so we'll encourage local industry, local businesses, any sort of manufacturing or industry to contact you for the smaller jobs.
That's right.
That would take a load off them.
And let me tell you, Wayne, too, we depend on that production side really to help us keep afloat. When I first went to Wayne Opportunity in 1990, about half of our budget was production and half was the program side. Now about 35% of it is the program side and 65% is production.
Wow.
And in our economy, the way it's been, that production is being squeezed because there's just not as much work. Just last year, we had 3 businesses close that have been long-time supporters of Wayne Opportunity. GE, and we help them clean spools and things like that. Then Goldsboro Machine Works and Turkington. Well, Turkington has reopened now as Baker Thermal, and so that's coming back, and we're glad to see that. But as production work gets squeezed, it also squeezes the finances of our program too.
I know it does. And John, you and I don't talk about what we're going to talk about ever before we go on.
We've always just done it off the
We just
cuff.
sit down and start talking. But
That's right.
Wayne Opportunity's gone through some challenges here lately. You've had some personnel.
We have. We recently had a layoff of about 18 people, and that's basically associated with the vocational rehabilitation program when we discontinued that. And also we needed to cut back on our finances. I'll tell you, with production being squeezed, and we were not getting the dollars from the VR program that we used to get.
Right.
We really had to make some adjustments, and we're going to do that. Like I told you, we're getting back to the basic mission of Wayne Opportunity from 1964, and I think we're going to come out stronger than ever. But right now we're just going through a tough time. We certainly need the public support and the support of local industry and individuals. I'll tell you, we always have relied on that.
Oh, I understand that. Well, tell me, you talked about, you mentioned your personnel and the people that you have working with you. Give me an idea of a couple of these folks, without mentioning names, of course. Tell me about them.
Well, we have a program manager, and the program manager really keeps the program side going. We have an ADVP coordinator. Have two of those. We have one at the Hope Building and one at on George Street, because they're really two separate programs. We're getting ready to combine those programs and all. And so that's it. And then you have instructors. Your staff are instructors in the refinishing area and things like that. Now, over at the Hope Building, that is more of a day program. It's not as work-oriented. Those folks are a lot more severely disabled than the folks on George Street have been in the past. And what we do with them is we have self-help skills. We'll do leisure activities with them. We'll do domestic living skills, making your bed, hanging up your clothes, ironing your clothes, and things like that. We do some food preparation over there and things like that with those folks. And so you have to have instructors in each of those areas and somebody to guide and teach as well. Now, we also provide CAP services to the community, and that is a one-on-one service for individuals. And by definition, those are people who would otherwise be in an intermediate care facility for people with mental retardation, but with a CAP worker, they can live in the community and they can participate in the community just like you and I do. And so we do provide some CAP services. We have 26 CAP clients that we serve. And so that's wonderful. That's a good program.
That's wonderful. These people are working and earning a living.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly right.
From where do you get the employees? Are they recommended to you? Do they apply directly to you, or what?
All that we have now have been referred by case managers in the community. East Point funds this program, and so they all have come from case managers. We have a waiting list. We've got a waiting list of about 13, 14 people.
Really?
To come into the program, and it is. It seems like when somebody gets in, they don't leave, but and that's fine. Our attendance daily is high. Yeah. Very seldom do you have somebody out. They almost have to be at death's door for them to want to stay home.
I understand.
And but we're glad they enjoy coming. We enjoy having them. That's for sure.
Well, let's switch gears here just a second. I want to ask you about your recycling business.
Right.
Several years ago, I kept getting notices and letters and announcements about your recycling program at Wayne Opportunity Center.
Right.
You were taking cardboard at that time, but you've expanded now to this is a big business for Wayne Opportunity Center. Tell me about it.
It's a big part of our business. I don't know if it's a big income producer, but it is a big part of our business. We now do glass. We do all types of glass. We do aluminum cans. We do steel cans. We do mixed paper, we do cardboard, we're doing vinyl siding, we do plastic bottles, all grades of plastic 1 through 7, and we're recycling all of those. The county is a major partner with us in recycling, and we certainly do appreciate all that they have done over the years. We've been in it on a big-time scale since about 2007.
Right.
And so we certainly appreciate the county. We were working with the city, and the city has gone to a commingled system, and we're not adapt to or equipped to handle commingled recyclable materials. So what the city did to help us out, they bought us a shred truck.
Oh.
And we've got one of the nicest shred trucks that I've ever seen, and it is slowly getting up and running. We got it about the 1st of December, and December, of course, was a slow month, but January and February is starting to pick up. We really do need more people to call and ask for documents to be shredded. It's getting to be end of another fiscal year and tax season.
Oh, yeah.
And people may want to clean out some of their records that they've got stored and things like that. We are a good confidential source to do that. We can actually bring the truck on site, and you can watch it being shredded right there on site. We'll give you a certificate of destruction there on site, and we'd be glad to do it. So.
You know, that's I didn't understand how big a business that could be, but that is really enormous, because a lot of businesses, tax accountants,
right,
all kinds of businesses have a tremendous amount of paper.
That's
We're
right.
supposed to be a paperless society. That didn't work out too well
it
for us.
has not.
That didn't work.
You
so,
read Megatrends too. And
yeah,
that didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
Yeah.
So the thing is that people have all this paper, and a lot of it is confidential information, and they don't know what to do with it. So they don't know what to do with it.
That's right.
So that's where your shred truck comes in. Now, how
That's
small a job will you do?
We'll do a container. We have 2 different containers that customers can get. We have an executive console that holds about 100 pounds of paper, and we have a 65-gallon roll cart that holds about 150 pounds of paper. And we can give you either one of those at your business, and then you can call us every so often when whatever you need. You may need once a month. You may need every 3 months. Whatever schedule you need us to come pick it up, we'll pick it up. And those we do $25 every time we empty them. And
wait a minute. That's not enough.
Well,
Wait a minute. You only charge $25 to shred.
Right.
How big?
It's either 100 or 150 pounds, whichever size container you want, and is what we'll leave. And of course, we're not giving you the container. We want it back.
It's only a loaner. Yeah, they want the container back. You can't have it there.
But we do that, and then the paper we end up selling it to be recycled.
Well, of course.
And so we're really making a little bit of money 2 ways on that, and that's good for us.
That is good for you, and the money I know is put to good use. Now, you're a nonprofit organization, of course.
We are. Let me tell you too about the shred business. We're the only shred operation in Wayne County. The other people that are coming in and shredding businesses, they're coming from Greenville, Raleigh, or places like that. So they've got a whole lot more overhead just driving that truck from Raleigh or Greenville to Goldsboro. We're right here in Goldsboro.
Plus, the money they make doesn't stay here.
That's right.
The money they make does not stay here in Wayne County.
It goes out. That's right.
Well, we don't want that.
And the money we make, it stays in Wayne County, and not only is it staying here, it's helping people that otherwise wouldn't have a place to go or a job to go to. It helps them feel productive.
So can you set something up, say, on a monthly basis, or every 2 weeks, go by their place, say, look, I'll be by every second Tuesday, or
you can
something like that?
Whatever the customer needs. That's right.
Or just on call as they need.
That's right.
As needed.
We're also doing some what we call purge jobs, where somebody's got records that's stuck in their back room in old copy boxes or maybe banker's boxes or whatever. Yeah. We'll shred those too, and the way we're charging for those is $5 per box. And
really? Okay.
And I'll tell you, we have had some big jobs already for those.
Well, that's great.
That's great. That's great.
So the thing is, for people to keep in mind, at your business, if you have anything at all that needs to be shredded, call Wayne Opportunity Center. Do they talk to you, or to whom do they speak?
Well, the person they want to call is Kathy Campbell. She's our shred truck driver, and just call, and Kathy, if she's not in, she'll call you back, and she can be reached at 735-5363. And she'll be glad to schedule you and get out there and see you. So that'll be great.
All right, now is that the number for Wayne Opportunity Center?
That is. We haven't gotten sophisticated enough yet to have one of those systems where you call me directly or anything. It's just one number.
Okay.
That's all it is.
That's all. That's what I would prefer. Just the one number. And what was that number again, John?
It's 919. We just have added that. The 919.
Right.
735-5363.
735-5363.
That's right.
735-5363.
That's right.
There you go.
That's
okay,
right.
what else do we need to know about Wayne Opportunity Center, or does that just about cover everything?
Well, that about covers everything. I'll tell you, we can always use the public support. Anyway, if you have furniture that needs to be refinished, we're one of the largest refinishers in Wayne County. We've been in that business since 1964. And we do an awful lot of antiques. Call us, and we can certainly give you a price on that. Stephanie Phipps is in charge of that. She's the instructor there. And any industry that may have some hands-on work that we can do, we'd certainly love to have a phone call, too. We appreciate that.
I'll bet you, John, if somebody has an antique that they love and cherish and is real special to them, but they're a little nervous about it, you have some samples or you have examples that you can show.
We do.
Work that you've done.
If they'll come by, we can even show them some stuff in progress. We've got some finished pieces there always waiting for customers to come and pick up, but they can almost see it from the time it comes in to it goes out. Our people do a wonderful job. I'll tell you, they have done some work for me personally that I would put up against anybody and that I've ever seen. I mean, they do great work, and I'll tell you, the public will come. We will certainly do a good job for you, that's for sure.
Supporting Wayne Opportunity Center, 919-735-5363.
That's right.
John, thank you.
Thank you, Wayne.
Always
we appreciate it.
Thank
Always
you.
good to see you.
Always good to see you, our friend
you.
John Chance from Wayne Opportunity Center.
Thank you.
And we're back. Thank you for staying with us on Wayne Goldsboro Television, and we're proud to say this is a partnership between the City of Goldsboro and the County of Wayne.
That's exactly right. And you can hear this or watch this program every day right here on Channel 10 on your
Time Warner Cable.
On your Time Warner Cable, thank you, or on AT&T UVerse Channel 99 in northern Wayne County.
And if you don't get either one, you can go to YouTube and you can watch it both on the city and the county's websites. And you can also go to the Facebook pages and follow us there as well.
That's right. So you can either go to waynegov.com and click on the YouTube link, or
goldsboronc.gov and click on WGTV or the YouTube icon itself.
That's exactly right. There you go. All right.
Well, thank you for being with us today.
And just in case, this is the morning edition, and just in case you missed this one, you can see it again at noon when it will not be morning. But you can still see it, right?
Yes, you can.
All right, let's see what else is going on here.
Oh my goodness, let me tell you, there are so many things that are changing at the Parks and Rec.
Oh,
you know how in years past you always think of Parks and Rec, they have things for children.
Yeah, right.
Great programs to offer for our youth. Well, now they're offering just as many things for all ages.
Really?
I mean, from boxing classes to Zumba classes, self-defense classes. They have a fitness room, bingo, line dancing, golf. The list goes on and on. Family Feud for your whole family. It goes on and on and on. All the many things they're offering. Hikes up the Appalachian Trail.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
If you're interested in finding out more about these things, Ultimate Frisbee, go to GoldsboroParksandRecs.com and you can see lots more information and details about all these different programs. We want you to understand it's not just for youth anymore. Seniors and everybody in between.
Wow, that sounds.
Check it out.
Check it out. Yeah. Trivia question.
Yes, give us that
The
answer.
question was, what bird on the ground can run faster than a horse? And the answer is the ostrich.
The ostrich.
Because,
really, they run that fast?
Well, and they don't fly.
Well, there you
So
go.
yeah, they can outrun a horse. So if you're ever chased by an ostrich, give it up, because you're going to get pecked in the head.
Better climb a tree. Since they
Go
can't
climb
fly.
a tree.
Go
That's
climb
right.
a tree.
That's
There you go.
That's right. And make sure it's a tall tree, because those rascals get big.
Oh,
The
my
ostrich,
goodness.
and I would have to guess also the emu can run as well, pretty fast, but it's not as fast as the ostrich.
Well, let me tell you a very quick little story about an emu. I was taking my son to school one day years ago. This was back when he was in elementary school, and he's 19 now.
Yeah.
We turned out of our neighborhood and we're heading towards the school. And we only lived, you know, literally like a couple miles from the school at the time. We were trucking on the way to school.
And where was this?
This was actually where I was taking him towards Spring Creek Elementary School.
Wayne County.
Okay, we're here in Wayne County.
Okay.
So we're heading to school, and all of a sudden my son screams, "Oh my goodness. Look, Mom." I look out the window, and it's a 2-lane road right beside our car. Literally, my son could have reached out the window and touched an emu running beside my car.
Running beside the car.
It was hilarious. And this went on for quite a ways. I'd say maybe a couple blocks. He's running right beside my car. Well, later, when I got to school, I told them what had happened. And come to find out, later it was on our local news. There's a lot of emu farms around in that area. And one had gotten loose. Well, we saw him on the way to school.
How about that?
Isn't that something?
That's a funny
My
story.
son had something great to tell at kindergarten show and tell. He had seen an emu running beside his car that morning on the way to school.
You know, there may be people who are not aware of the fact that there are emus and or ostriches in the area.
Well, they have quite a few farms over in that area close to the Spring
Springs,
Creek,
yeah.
Seven Springs area.
Spring Creek, yeah.
Yes, but I'm telling you, that was quite a morning. Let me
can
just
imagine.
You know, you're not that awake. It's early morning. It was probably about 7:15, 7:20 in the morning. That is something you definitely don't expect.
I can
There you
imagine
go.
That is
We
funny.
had an exciting
All
morning.
right, that's funny. All right, is that going to wrap it for today?
I believe it does.
All
I
right.
believe it does. So thank you so much for being with us. We hope you learned more about our show and what's coming up. Don't forget, Animals of Wonderland, coming up March 30th at the Paramount Theater.
That's right. So join us again tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. We have our Thursday and Friday yet to go. Looking forward to that as well. If you'll join us at 7, we'll be back at noon and then again at 5:30 here on WGTV. Also online on the YouTube channel. Until tomorrow morning at 7, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.